What's up, guys? Here it's Frankie here, and I want to talk to you probably about the most fucking unsexy agency topic in the world. But man, you get this is what the output is you get to live on the beach, and that is systems and processes, and doing that right, doing that in a way so that your agency can grow and grow and grow, and you can deliver amazing results to your clients, and you can create a happy machine. But you don't have to be pulling all the pieces of the machine. You don't have to be running the Facebook ads. You don't have to be doing the SEO or whatever it is for you. So let's get into how to do that. Oh, we're down at the beach, by the way, here at Del Mogote. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing me shirtless with my man packs. Woo! So, I know a lot of you guys really care about your clients, and you want to get them results, and you want to see them like consistently do well, and you consistently want to get clients, and you consistently want to grow and get paid. But what you don't want to do is have to work all day long to do it. And the answer, by the way, in that conundrum is called systems and processes. If you don't build systems and processes, by the way, your agency will very quickly become an 80-hour-a-week fucking unmanageable, miserable nightmare to manage, and that's just really a bunch of bullshit.
That is one big pile of shit.
So, really, there's a couple of things you want to think about building a system. And by the way, the first time you do this, this will feel very unnatural, but man, it'll make your life easier. Thing number one, okay? You have to niche down so that you're always delivering one thing for a client. One market, one solution, one offer. That means you'll have to say no when somebody comes outside of those one thing, but what'll happen is it'll make your scaling life so much easier. If somebody comes to you and says, do you do web design, and your one thing is not web design, you are better off referring them to someone else, because otherwise you will not be able to scale. You will not be able to do systems and processes if you're doing too much custom work. And if you want to build like, you know, a multi-$100,000 a month agency, you need systems and processes. You can't be doing a shit ton of custom work. Okay, that's thing number one. Let's get that out of the way. Thing number two is you have a process in your head every time you do something. But usually what happens is you just do that process unconsciously without even thinking. Like if you run Facebook ads, you're following a process. If you do SEO, you're following a process. I'm going to walk a little bit in the water here. If you do, web design, you're following a process. But chances are you probably don't even realize you're following a process. And you may even have this terrible, terrible thought to think, fuck, it's just easier to do it myself. And you cannot scale with that thought, by the way. What I want you to think about, and I've talked about this in other videos, but you want to go further with people, further with systems. Yes, it's faster in the short term to do it yourself, but you'll go much farther. And if you want to go farther, you need to have systems and processes. So what you have to do is very slowly slow yourself down and explain step by step. Now, I'll tell you my favorite way of doing this, and you're looking at it, which is a Loom video. I fire up Loom, and when I'm doing a task, like say I'm setting up a landing page, I explain step by step what I'm doing to my virtual assistant. And instead of just creating a landing page like I would do, I would narrate the process. And I would say, and I would slow myself down. So doing it myself might only take me 5 minutes, and doing it in a Loom video might take me 10 or 15. But guess what? I can now put that Loom video into a project management software. We use Asana, and I can send my virtual assistant to there, and I can say, hey, can you check out this process and see if you can do it? And that's the third thing. Oh, we got a little dead fish over here. You want to stress test your process. And so what I like to do is I give my virtual assistant the actual process with no other explanation, because I want them to be able to execute it on the value of my process. And sometimes what you'll find is you may have to refine it or put a little Q&A below it that explains certain things. But when you get it right, after maybe a second iteration, sometimes 3, you find is you can actually just send somebody to your process and get things done without any explanation from you, other than just saying, hey, I'll add you to Asana to that project, check out the instructions and let me know if it makes sense, or just try doing it. And if you have any questions, reach out to me and you'll be amazed, and that will help you build a much scalable system. So you have processes in your head that you're probably just doing so well that you're not even thinking about it. And when you get this right, this is the key to like real freedom in an agency. Freedom! So, if you guys want the freedom, and I'll tell you the other thing that nobody thinks about, by the way, this is better for your clients, because if you want to be able to focus on growing and scaling an agency, you need to not be involved in all the day-to-day stuff. Systems and processes are the way to do that. So it's a very unsexy topic, and it's generally unfun to do. Now, one of the things that'll help you that I haven't really talked about, I just want to add a little note there, my bees are going in the water, is if you trim the number of processes, if you think about reducing the number of steps and complexity in your system, overall you will create a better, more manageable machine. If you can remove extraneous details and extra pieces. Almost always we think about how to make it bigger and better, but I want you to think about how can I get results for my clients with less moving pieces? And then what you'll find is it's a lot easier to systemize and process. So like, for example, we have some people in our SEO, they're creating new websites for clients, they were managing their Google My Business listing, they were SEOing their page, and all those things. And I said, that's just too many processes to manage. Ultimately, what's making the phone ring? And the guy said, well, we're really good at the Google My Business listing. And I said, well, that's what you start. Process just that. Don't worry about redesigning their website and building all the links. Yeah, all those things are important, but you got local businesses and you're making their phone ring with the GMB. So that's what's producing the results. So systematize and process that first, so that you can make the results happen predictably without you. My little girls are running around naked on the beach. This is adorable. I'm not going to show you because, you know, naked little girls on the internet, but it's fucking adorable behind the scenes here. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.